The spirit of Isle Royale this week. I am so excited to be sharing my 8-day backpacking trip through Isle Royale with all of you. It's a week-long series. Yesterday, we met a woman who's spent every summer of her life on Isle Royale. She is an amazing resource of island history and stories. This morning, part 2 of my series, The Spirit of Isle Royale, planning, exploring, and reconnecting. How the adventure began as myself, along with Kristen Ojanimi from Discovering, and my friends Cindy Baker and Teal Rintala, took off for 8 days into the untouched wilderness of Isle Royale. Everybody has their own unique reasons for going to Isle Royale.
For the memories, for the minutes, to spend time and to do something really wonderful with really great people and take a break.
And something that's kind of in our backyard that I'd never been before, and it's just, one of those places that you just, have to go and see and experience, I think.
Your choices affect the park's wilderness and others that share it with you.
Whatever the reason, once you decide, it takes planning and patience.
It does take a lot of planning. Going over, all your food for the day, enough meals, enough snacks, enough water, enough clothing. Yeah, really, everything you need every day for a full 8 days.
Our trip started with a 3-hour ferry ride from Copper Harbor to Rock Harbor. On a calm but cool and foggy morning, we'd packed 8 days worth of dried food, the essentials for rain and possible snow, and the necessary medical equipment in case of an injury. Each of our packs weighed between 40 and 50 pounds.
I packed and repacked my backpack I don't know how many times, and I think that was really just more to do with the excitement of coming out here. I was just ready.
We were ready, and we were off. We planned shorter hikes for this trip. Our first day, backpacking just a few miles along the shore before setting up camp and settling in for the night. After a chilly start on the ferry, we were thrilled to get a shelter to sleep in. Shelters on Isle Royale are on a first-come, first-served basis. We ended up with one every night of our trip. Just a few hours away from the hustle and bustle of our lives, and already we were all feeling that pull from nature. The one that says, relax, we're gonna spend some much needed time together.
It allows you to totally connect with nature and I think kind of be your true oneself, no distractions. It's total inner peace when you're here.
I think we all need those moments where we just take a breath and sit in the quiet. And this is a wonderful, beautiful place to do just that.
We woke up to make breakfast and take in the beauty of a quiet morning on the island. It was as if we were the only ones there. And yet, tracks and droppings on the trail showed us we were not alone. We slowly packed up for our next hike, filtering water and preparing for another 6 miles.
It's just really beautiful, and there's so much here to see, and there's so many feelings to have, and there's so many different textures to the land. When you're hiking, you experience everything.
Once at our second campsite, we took off for a day hike. Another 4 miles for the day. We talked a lot, but we also hiked quietly, perhaps waiting for that first moose sighting, or perhaps to just soak it all in.
We weren't doing extreme, hikes every day and stuff. So I think that really gave us a chance to look around and explore our surroundings.
The beauty of Isle Royale was everywhere. It didn't need to be searched for or sought out. It was right there in every step. In the thunderstorm that night, and in the beaver working on his dam that morning. We woke up to catch a ferry to Wendigo. This boat ride was the part of the trip I was most nervous about. I had heard it could get pretty rough on Lake Superior. Watching the boat come through the harbor, I knew this would be the part of the trip most challenging for me. All right, so truth be told, the first 45 minutes of that ferry ride was absolutely terrifying for me. We eventually made it to Wendigo after about 4 hours, but it shook me. I learned my fear of Lake Superior is intact. Now the crew, though, I have to say, was amazing. They provided comfort at just the right moments, and they were experienced and knew exactly what to do. Now, to the good stuff. Look at this. We had no moose sightings at this point just yet. Stay tuned for that. Here's a little peek. They are coming. We'll finish our trek around Isle Royale in part 5. But first, tomorrow, lessons from Wendigo. The spirit of Isle Royale, learning from nature. We dive into the fascinating moose-wolf study happening and what researchers are learning about nature. It's a lot of really wonderful information in that.
What a great experience.
Oh.
Absolutely beautiful there.
It was amazing. Those first few days were just incredible. We saw hardly any people, just so quiet.
What a great opportunity to do some soul searching and getting
Exactly.
grounded out there.
Reset.
I love it. I'm so happy for you.
Thanks.
Pretty out there.